He's here. He's here. And he brought the crew with him, damn it. All kind of felons and criminals walking up. Damn, man. What's up, man? What's up? Cam, who's this one right there, man?
That's my trainer, man.
That's your trainer?
That's my trainer right there.
This dude, man.
That's the boss.
Yeah, that's the boss.
That's the boss.
Hello,
right
boss.
there.
Man, Cam.
Boss ain't had a haircut in a while, so he gonna try to get out the way of the camera.
Man, that's a solid guy, man. So he got your arms like this, though.
Yeah, man.
That's the one?
That's the guy right there.
Yeah?
Travel with the trainer. Keep it right, man.
What's up with you, family?
Sun's out, guns out.
Oh, sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, guns out. That's what it is.
Kev, I was doing my research, man. And,
shit.
yeah, man, Kev, I was doing my research, man.
Shit.
And I was reading some stuff, man. I was putting together in my head, man. This is what I put together, man. Kevin Hart. Let's talk about who you don't say it.
Okay.
Okay, because I had a conversation with Michael Jordan once.
Okay.
And he was telling me, he said something to me about myself, and I couldn't stand to hear it. When he said, hey, you don't say it, let me say it.
Okay.
All right. I was adding up your money.
You know what?
All great stories start like that.
Just like that.
I might be off a few $100,000, a few million. Total film gross is $742,125,504 today.
Jeez.
I've never heard that number in my entire freaking existence.
Okay, first African-American comedian to net over $1.1 million for 2-day ticket sales, bumping Eddie Murphy from his slot. Over 500,000 tickets sold in the first weekend for his North American tour. Okay, what now tour? Let me see. The first comedian to headline the NFL stadium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
August 30th.
That's crazy.
And the list goes on and on and on. And I didn't realize how much money Kevin Hart been making over the past.
Oh, yeah.
Because when we first met, he had no money. You know, he wearing wigs. That was broke, yo.
Was it Oakland swag? What is he?
I'm like, damn, man, I thought I made some great decisions with my career.
Right,
but I'm looking at just the difference of, man. But God damn it, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Is that scary?
You know what? It's not that it's scary. It's a little surreal.
Yeah.
That's the right word to use for it, because you do things, of course, to succeed. You don't step into any realm of business or entertainment not to win. Yeah. You do it to say, oh my God, I want to eventually do this. And when this starts to happen, you got to step back and go, this is crazy. Like, the tour right now, the What Now tour, is so disgusting. Like, it's I don't even have words for it. We went on sale. My tour has been on sale for 3 weeks, and I think we're at like 660,000 tickets sold. I mean, we put the tickets on sale for Madison Square Garden. We sold out 3 shows in a day. One day. So then I said, well, let's see if I can go to Barclay. Yeah. We sold out 2 shows at the Barclay in a day.
Yo.
So I said, well, geez, what? Can I do all of the boroughs around? So I literally have hit every borough in New York, and then I go outside of New York, then I go Philadelphia, then I go to Delaware, like DC, Baltimore, you name a place. What I'm doing is trying to do just what hasn't been done for this particular tour, because I don't know how long I'll be able to do it at this level. So I said I need to try to achieve the unachievable right now.
In
so
your prime.
This is when I say ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm probably we're doing 47 domestic dates, and then I'll probably do about 38 to 40 international dates. Dude, where it goes worldwide. You're jigger. Well, it's jigger. Listen, I don't know who I am. That's not for me to say. That's for the people to dictate what I am. Is amazingly blown away and humbled by the support that my fans give me, and I don't think it gets any better than this. This special will be my best special. I promise you that. This will be your best special. I can on record say, What Now will definitely be my best special to date. I can say that on record.
Is that what you want to, like, how do you want your legacy to read?
I want to, simply is what I am. What I am and what I represent. I represent hard work, determination, motivation. I think without a doubt, if anything else, by watching me it's simply an example of hard work pays off.
That's it.
What you put into your craft, you can get out to it if you put 110% into it. And I'm just an example of that. So I think within stand-up comedy, this is now my 5th special. We had Grown Little Man, Seriously Funny, Laugh My Pain, Let Me Explain Now, What Now. This will be the last one that I tape, because going to a stadium, I can't do that again. I can't duplicate that. I can't come back for my next special at another stadium. It hasn't been done. It's the only comedian to do it, so I don't want to tape anymore after this. I'll still tour.
Yeah.
I'll still do shows, but I want to go out on a top right? Where it was like, oh my God, that's the special where he did this. And what you really need to understand here is I got a production. Like, I got a 7-truck production for this
that
tour.
you own. This is
my
proprietor. This is solely Kevin
all
Hart.
me, 100% me. Paid for by me. Like, the term comedic rock star that I've used in the past, people will now get to see the definition of that. I say it because my whole goal was to bring a rock and roll like environment to stand-up comedy. As a comedian, what can I do to set the bar on another level? What can I do for our generation for people to go, oh my God, holy shit.
Yeah.
I had fire on Let Me Explain. How can I beat that? With a production. It's a production. Like, it's an event. Like, I have rehearsals.
Yeah.
I got
it's like the Grammys.
Yes, this is
the Oscars.
They're building a stage. The stage has to travel with me as I go. My stage is interactive with my performance. This is like nothing that I've done before. I got real creative on this, and I think my fan base is going to appreciate it. I'm always trying to become a new version of me. How can I be the best version of myself?
So, what have you learned as becoming your blueprint? Because I love what you do, and I love what most comedians do. So I like to have a lot of comedians, give them a platform to come up and talk about what they do. There's a lot of condelusion on what it is you guys
Great
do.
word.
You like that word?
Great word.
Yeah, I
word.
freestyled that, baby. You know that's where I come from, man. All right. What is the new blueprint? It's not what Richard did. It's not what Eddie did. It's different now. We're in a social media generation. People don't have the proprietorship that you have.
You know what it is? It's not that it's a new blueprint. There's a new approach to success. In other words, you don't need the permission of a higher level to make you feel that you can do what you want to do. You're in a position now in our generation to where you can create your own content. You can distribute and put out your own content for free.
Yeah.
For free. I say this because literally, if you really want to talk about production is an iPhone now. Production is a iPhone 6. Production is a 5D camera that you are shooting high quality videos on now that you can edit and put out at your disposal. You don't have a full-fledged production in here. You don't have a serious camera crew. You got a stationary camera. That camera sits right there, tapes you, and then when he's done, edits that up, you post it virally. Those viral hits can get anywhere from 500,000 to $1 million.
Yeah.
You now have
sometimes 5
webisodes.
million.
5 million. You now got webisodes.
Yeah.
So right now, for free, you're distributing your content. People now log on to see your content. Because people log on to see that content, what you can do is have advertisers come on and pay you to advertise on your content because eyeballs are there. In other words, it's business, but it's also common sense. Nothing's for free. So when people see that people are watching things, oh my God, if this is what people are watching, I need to pay to put myself here so people can see my product. So as a comedian now, all right, you know what? I'm not getting the stage time I want. I'm not able to travel and headline these comedy clubs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and make myself a success on the internet. So when I do get to a point where I can be an attraction, seen, I'm coming with a different fan base and I have something else to offer. You have to be unique. You have to be creative. So I think in today's time, it's literally just about you realizing your own potential and being creative within your own potential. This is what I can do, so I need to master this, this, and this. And now what I've done is, besides the entertainment side of me being a comedian and an actor, it's my brand, it's my company. So within my company, what else can I do? I'm going to start doing specials for other comedians, younger comedians that want to do hour specials that aren't in the position. I'm going to fund them. I'm going to do it to where it comes under Heartbeat Productions, and not to make income off of it, but have a brand, have a name that people associate great content with and give other people a chance. Now that I'm giving them a chance, that can trickle down And when that trickles down, it can go on and go on and go on. Also, building I'm building a platform, a viral component to where I'll have multicultural content for funny. Multicultural being, I'm going after everybody all over the world. I don't care where you are. Who are the funny guys on the internet? Where you at? Where are you? I want to bring you all to a place in a hub where I allow you to make the money that you should make off of your content. Because right now, people just don't know how. Yeah. People don't know how that happens and what that road is. So educating and at the same time allowing you to benefit from it. That's what it is. So it's just showing that you're in a different space. It's being in a different space, but actually saying, okay, now that I'm in this space and I have the education of knowing, some other people don't. You know what? I'm gonna bring them on board and become a part of this Heartbeat brand, and let me help you and show you. And then from that, you go on to be successful. You go on to do something, but I'm giving you a launching pad. I'm giving you a springboard to go and then do whatever you want to do. Back.
Let me ask you this. I was with a producer this past weekend, and we were talking about Hollywood. And then, we seen Chris Rock confront Hollywood in the New Yorker and talked about, the lack of opportunities for black folks. We've heard Monique have her, her discretion with Hollywood and feeling like she has been shut out. And I've heard from the producer that usually there's one black person that for each movie house that they like to deal with and give opportunity to, and you're that person now in Hollywood.
That's tough. It's tough because I feel like that's a topic that you can feed into that topic, and you can partake in that conversation, and that's a conversation that's never ending. At the end of the day, the world ain't perfect. At the end of the day, racial situations do exist, and you can either add to those situations or you can take away from those situations. I'm firm in my position of I'm not adding to those situations. Hypothetically or quote unquote, if I am that guy, okay, I don't know that. I didn't. That's not what I walked into a room and I didn't sign a paper that says I'm the only black guy that you want to work with right now. Right. What I am is a guy who's got 19 plus years of the word no. People just see the last 5 years. I got 19 years of no. Not good enough. No. 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 You don't get the part. No. So when it finally does get to a point where they say we want to work with you, I tell you the real reason why. It's because of my stand-up comedy. I got to a point where my stand-up comedy showed financial success. I had hard tickets that people were paying to come see me perform. So now, if I'm a business, just like I just told you now, with me wanting to produce these specials and get all these other people, that's me as a businessman. As a CEO of a distribution company, whether it's Universal, whether it's Warner Brothers, whoever it is, if I say, people like this guy, we should get in business with this guy because I can possibly make money by dealing with this guy. That's a business move. That's a smart move. So, hey, let's put Kevin Hart in movies. My stand-up tickets have now transformed into box office tickets. You just said yourself, over $700 million made in the box office.
742 million.
742 million made in the box office. So, that's a studio realizing, hey, we need to partner up with this guy and let's do things. But then as a talent, you go, well, how can I make it best for me? That's when you put yourself in a position where, all right, let's combat. Let's go leverage for leverage. All right, you want to work with me? I want to give you my content. You want to work with me? Help me build my company. So I'm producing this movie with you. Heartbeat Productions comes in with Universal Studios and brings you blah, blah, blah. Now there's a give and a take. So I feel like when you have these conversations of, racism exists and racism does this and does that, that's pretty much something that you're allowing to happen by contributing to it. You know what I mean? Like, you look at Tyler Perry, you look at Oprah Winfrey. Those are people that are in a powerful position that partnered up with people to do their own stuff. Say what you want, Tyler Perry is a mastermind. Mastermind. His own studio. He built his own studio in Atlanta. I don't think you understand how serious that is. He has a stage. There's a lot with different stages. So rather than adding to a problem that some people talk about of racism and the opportunities lacking, he said, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna create my own, and I'm gonna change it for what I want to change it for. That's a person that took his own situation and made it for the better, and now creates his own content. Oprah, okay, I don't know. We all know Oprah got money. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows Oprah got money. But you don't realize the decisions that Oprah has made.
Yeah.
She's partnered up with these independent directors, with the Lee Daniels before it was crazy. She went in and got, the actors and the movies that she wanted to buy the rights to because she wanted to make people aware. That's a person making a change.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with it and you feel like that there aren't opportunities, then when you get in a position to change it, change it.
Kevin Hart has joined us. Kevin Hart has joined us.
Yep.
You talked about your stand-up comedian pretty much being a foundation, your stand-up show being a foundation of all your success. Interesting price of fame is when you reach this point, that's when you get your biggest critics for whatever reasons. And I swear, man, I don't know where it came from, but a lot of comedians come up on my show and they talk about you. And Ari Spears came up, and this is what he said about your stand-up.
Sit up there and have a team of motherfuckers help him write your jokes? How incredible, how much credit can you get for being incredible if that's not your train of thought? But if that's not your point of view, those aren't your thoughts, those aren't your words articulated and formulated to come out and make a motherfucker hunch over and hold their stomach and wipe their tear ducts because they dying because of what they hearing. Kevin probably won't even comment on this if he even hears it. And even if he did, again, I'm a small dot in his world. So to address me is for what? You know what I mean? But niggas know game recognized game. It's like, look, let's put all the cameras and the lights away, and when it's just me and you, we can look at each other's eyes and nigga, you know.
Okay, so when you hear that, because I know you've heard that. First of all, I didn't understand what difference did it make for a comedian if you did have people that were writing for. I don't know how that works.
Well, first let me just break this whole situation down in such a professional manner.
Okay,
first thing first, I shouldn't respond, but I am just for clarity. Okay. I'm a comedian. Within the comedian realm, I support fellow comedians. It's a small group. It's probably one of the toughest industries to make it in. It's not easy. There's a Chitlin circuit. There's a tough road that you got to go through to get to any level of success. Not getting paid, shows getting canceled, driving 8 to 12 hours. I understand the grind. I get that. So anybody that has any type of success in comedy, me being the person I am, I do this. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you applaud them.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to applaud you.
Yeah.
You're the shit. You're telling jokes for a living. You get it. That's what I would do. Also, when I do interviews, it's about me, right? Like if I'm on an interview, if I'm talking, I want to talk about me. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm here to promote. I'm here to get the word out about myself. I just don't get how these people have the time to talk about a guy that never talks about them. Wow. Eventually, the arrow has to point back to them, and they got to go, yeah, maybe I'm starting to look a little angry.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm starting to look a little bitter. Now, just to break it down a little further, and this is the part where people are going to go, wow, it actually makes a lot of sense. My stand-up comedy is all self-based. I don't tell jokes. My kids, my life, my divorce, my school situation with my kids, my house situation, it's all personal. It's not something that I can go out and have writers come up with and bring back to me, because it's my life. You know what I do have is 2 guys, Harry Ratchford, Joey Wells. Harry's right there. Traveled with me for the last, how many years we got him, Harry? How many years we got him? 8 years, right?
8 years?
8 years, where full-time. Hey man, I just want you to come with me. Just basically help me out. I say a lot of things. I don't really write jokes. When I do say stuff, just on the side, jot it down, then we can go over it afterwards. So what you do is you build a relationship with these guys. These guys get to a point where they know your voice. They know you just like you know yourself. So when you're saying things on stage, hey, Kev, you know what else would be funny? Hey, Kev, you know what else you should do? Hey, look at this. What you think about this? Oh my God, that's funny.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna add to that. You then become a team.
Yeah.
Nobody makes it on their own. Nobody. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care what you've attained. I don't care what level of success you have. If you do say that you make it on your own, you shit on the people that's been with you since day one.
Let the haters
I don't
hate.
never shit on my guys. I'm in a successful position because of my guys. My guys have helped me build this brand. Every hour that I've done, I want you guys to go look at Seriously Funny, Laugh My Pain, Let Me Explain. It's going to say, written by Kevin Hart, Harry Ratchford, Joey Wells. My guys get credit because my guys roll with me. This is what we do. Comedians, when you tell a joke, you get on stage, another comedian normally comes up to you and goes, hey, you know what else you should add to that? You know what else is funny? Hey, do this right here. Oh, that's good. Oh, shit, that's funny. It's called the love of comedy.
Yeah.
That's called the love of your craft. You're constantly adding. People are constantly helping you add to your craft. When you go as far as to put the accusations that my guys are in the back of comedy clubs and stuff, it gets ridiculous because now, what is your ultimate goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Now, even after hearing Aries say that, I still got love for Aries.
You still got love for Aries?
Listen, I want you to go and be as successful as you can. What I also want you to do is, I want you to look at the track record of the guys that are talking. I want you to Google them. Google them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Google it to see what's going on. See how many hour specials Aries has put out. Aries been doing comedy for about 20 years. Aries, I think he has one special. Not that he can't put out more specials. You're looking at a guy that's angry at himself. So the only way for me to make myself feel better is to attack the guy that's quote unquote on top.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Mike Epps, who's someone who's on a different level of success, came to the show, and he said a few things too. And here's what he said about you.
In the history of comics, there's always Richard Pryor had a writer.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney used to tagline Richard Pryor and stuff like that with the writers. Where it gets out of hand is that when your writers are sitting in regular little comedy clubs and they listening to comics who haven't made it yet, and they take it to you, and you using some young comics joke, and you don't even know you're using it. That's what happens. So you see this dude this mega comedian that's on a platform, and everybody thinks he's funny and everybody thinks he's good at what he do, and little do they know he's got workers out there that's sitting around and say, because that's what the writers do, they sit there and they look at a comic and say he ain't gonna make it, and go give Kev the joke.
Well, I challenge the guy that can show me the other comics that have a kid named Heaven and son named Hendrix.
Yeah.
Just engaged to a fiance named Nico, whose dad was on drugs, that's sober now, whose mom passed away. I want to meet the comic whose lives mirror mine, that I'm taking the stuff from. I also challenge the guy that can find time in my schedule for my writers to be at a comedy club. Because you want to know the sad part? My writers are now in the WGA, it's the Writers Guild. Within my company, Heartbeat Productions, my writers have now sold 3 scripts.
Yeah. Congratulations.
And
Just
give me a second. Just give me a second to break this down. So, in that off time when I'm not doing stand-up, their job is to create this content. I oversee the content, give notes on it, they go back and rewrite it. I go the notes back on that, they go back, punch it up. When it's at a great point, we then take it into a studio, we pitch it, I then sell it. That's their due diligence. That's how they survive with it without me now. I built them to the point where now they're more than just the guys that are with Kevin. These are established writers. Once again, Harry Ratchford, Joey Wells. I want to know the time that these guys have to not be in the office space that I'm paying for and do the job that I'm paying them to do. When I went back on the road, which is just now, we come to New York. We come to New York, Harry. How long do we stay in New York, and what do? We do how many runs at comedy clubs? How many runs? Like, what is our
an hour?
Yeah, it's about an
we
hour.
did 2 weeks here, but we went out 4 comedy clubs each night.
Each night, right?
We did 15, 20 minutes each night and bombed.
Yeah.
But that's how you build material.
That's how we build material. And after we build the material, is it just my assumption, or do we then go to small comedy clubs and we book Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I do 3 shows each day, and then the goal is for us to take the skeleton of an hour that we had, and now we mold it. So I'll go to a city, I'll go to fucking Salt Lake. We went to Salt Lake. We go to
Fort Wayne.
And we go to all of these places that you wouldn't expect to see me at. And I do a shitload of shows. And then I walk out with, we got something.
Yeah.
And now I say, we didn't do this for a year. I'll do that for a year. I don't have the time to be at a comedy club. I don't have the time. And what night are these younger comics performing that I know about? I just don't understand the point where you get to, when you got to throw accusations out there. When you just throwing stuff out there. And here's the thing that makes me upset with Mike, man. Like, Mike looked out for me. Mm. I was a younger comic. I remember when Mike got Friday, I was like, oh shit. Yo, this is the guy. I remember at Laughapalooza, Mike went on stage. He had on some leather pants, his little hat. He was on Fresh Day. Funniest guy out there. I met him. Hey, Mike, man, congratulations. I'm a young little dude. Bow down. Congratulations, man. Mike had some dates, did a couple tour dates for Mike, did like 4 or 5 dates. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Helping me out. Opportunity. Not once have I ever attacked him. Not once have I ever said anything. But now that the tides have changed, now you have all of these problems with me that literally come out of nowhere. Mike got Richard Pryor. I called him. Hey, man, that's huge.
Yeah.
Congrats.
You called him when you got Richard Pryor?
Listen, I fucking called Mike. Congrats, man. You got a chance to do some dope shit. That's iconic, man. Please go and focus on that, man. Do it. Knock that out the park.
I talked to Mike because here's the thing, man. We put on for camp, not us, but I'm so real about shit. Mm-hmm. Like when I see things that I wish wasn't there, like you and Mike, two people I've known for a while, and I asked Mike, hey man, through all of this, see, I didn't know you called him and congratulated him. Mm-hmm. With this Richard Pryor story, would you consider working with Kevin Hart? Right? And this, we have what he said? And this is what he said.
We're going to try to get Kevin Hart in the movie because he's a hell of a salesman. Mm-hmm. And maybe if he's standing there, we'll get everybody to see us.
Well, he's talented too, Mike. Kev's talented, man.
Yes, he is talented, but he's a good-ass marketer.
Yeah.
He's a good marketer. He's not even in the movie.
What the fuck is a marketer?
Marketer?
That's not a word. Okay. That's the first thing. Second thing is, what are you supposed to be? Like, do we see the level of I hate to, for lack of a word, of ignorance. It's a certain level of ignorance that we're dealing with right now. Here's why. If I'm Mike Epps right now, I'm about to do Richard Pryor. I'm about to do an amazing film. I don't have time to worry about fucking Kevin Hart.
Oh my God.
I care about what Kevin Hart doing for. Kevin Hart hasn't stopped moving. Kevin Hart hasn't stopped putting out movies. He hasn't stopped going on tour. He hasn't stopped hosting shows on TV. You see that he's moving with or without your pat on the back. Yeah. So what time do I have to worry about that? Like I'm about to do a movie that should shit on the world. I'm focused on that. If I come on Sway, I want to talk about that. Why?
Well, in fairness to him, I brought it up.
Even if you did, why am I the topic? Why? Like you see what all of my answers are. I want the best for all these guys. All of my answers are, dude, it really baffles me. Somehow it got back to what I was doing. Somehow it got back to me telling you what my writers really are doing. Somehow it got back to me telling you what's going on in my company. Somehow it got back to me basically promoting myself. Who is your best promoter other than you? Yeah. Who else can get the word out about where you are in your career and what you want to do better than you? So when you say Kevin Hart's a great marketer, I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to adapt to an environment that has been given to me, which is social media, and master that environment. I'm not supposed to put myself in a powerful position. So studios got to leverage relationships and deals with me to step into a brand that I built. 50+ million people, that's mine. You just said I got 500,000 tickets sold, right? Mm-hmm. I told you it was 600-something thousand.
Yeah.
Tweet. That's not a company doing a promotion thing for me. That's me saying, hey, I'll do my own promotion. Don't cut that check to nobody. You cut that to my promotion company.
Yeah.
That's new generation promotion. That's something else that I built. Add to that brand. We'll do it.
And that's a separate check on the.
That's a separate check. And you know what else that is?
Yeah.
That's me also putting other people that have worked with me in a powerful position. See that guy right there with that camera?
Yeah.
Quan been with me for 10 years now, Quan? 10 years. My videographer travels everywhere with me. Any content that you see, on the spot. He's got a book bag. He's got 3 laptops in that bag. He'll edit it up, do whatever he has to do right now. Quan, I need that video right now. He'll go out there, send that video to me right now. I'll go and blast that video. There's a guy named Wayne Brown.
Now, G, can you do that too for us, man?
How many laptops?
There's a guy named Wayne Brown. Is not here right now. Wayne Brown is second in command at my digital comedian component, digital media component. So you have Heartbeat, you have Heartbeat Digital. Jeff Clanigan heads Heartbeat Digital.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff now is hired by me to head Heartbeat Digital. I put a company in place. So these things that you see, it's authentic, it's organic, and that's what's great about it. But you need people to help you organize and control and I guess you could say complete an initiative.
Yeah.
So when they say these things, oh, he's a great marketer, he's this and that. Hey, if a light bulb goes off in your fucking head, you'll realize that that's a way for you to get any and everything out that you want to do. Anything that you're doing, if you adapt to this environment, you sell. Like I heard him on the interview, and he's like, yeah, you know, that Twitter shit is stupid, whatever. He's like saying like he don't need to go to that. Hey, your fans are on there. That's how they talk to you. That's how they get to talk to you. Those are your fans. I don't care how many. I don't care if you got 30. I don't care if you got 1 million. When you say hi and they say hello back, that's a big deal to them. That's how you talk to them. How can you not conform to that environment? How can you not adapt to that?
Wow.
So what I say to these guys is, I say instead of taking 2 seconds to be angry about my success, why not ask me a question so I can help you so you can obtain it? I don't want this shit just for myself. I get it. I get information. I'm on radio stations. I give it all the time. There's not a hating bone in my body. I want to see everybody be great.
Damn.
Everybody. So I don't understand with my level where the anger comes from. And the only thing that I can point to is it's insecurities within yourself.
Wow.
Nothing to do with me.
You got the movie. I know you got to go. Will Ferrell. You know, you got the movie with Will Ferrell, Get Hard. I'm just curious. It's not a white-black thing, but what's some of the bigger comedians who are white? What kind of things do they say to you about your success?
I hear nothing but amazing things.
Like from whom?
I had a big conversation. Matter of fact, this is the night of the Oscars. Okay, I go to a party, and the 40th anniversary for SNL was coming up. Steve Martin approaches me.
Damn.
I'm literally like I'm just in the area.
Yeah.
Me and Nico talking. Steve Martin comes up to me and goes, "Hey, we see what you're doing. I just want to tell you that it's amazing. Congratulations." I don't know the guy. Steve Martin. Jerry Seinfeld. Kevin, we got to go to dinner. I want to talk. What you're doing is amazing. I love to see it. I'm a fan of what you're doing. Positivity. Eddie Murphy, not a white guy, but positive. Chris Rock, nothing but positive. I mean, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, another mentor of mine, nothing but positive.